Tuning in this Tuesday morning. Tom Kraeutler is on the phone. I'm sure you know Tom from the Money Pit radio program. Every time you hear that name, you hear the theme song in your head, don't you? Tom is on the phone with us for about 10 minutes right now to talk to us about, I think I have this right, the ways to get our homes ready for the holiday season without spending a whole lot of time and money. Good morning, Tom. How you doing?
Good morning, Larry, and good morning, Robin.
She'll be in here in just a second. Do you know? You know what I was looking at this morning was there was this energy calculator, and it showed how you save money. I mean, how much you save with an LED Christmas lights as opposed to the incandescent.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, isn't it? And the LEDs are just so much brighter. They give you a better sparkle, and the cost is a fraction of what it costs to run incandescents. And I think technically they're more solid. You know, these incandescent lights, the little mini lights, yeah, if one bulb burns out, they stay lit, but the problem is that they get loose in the socket, and as soon as one gets loose, and sometimes it's hard to find, the whole string goes dead. So I think the LEDs not only save you energy, but they're more reliable.
And we actually have some mini LEDs here in the studio, and they're programmable, which I think is awesome. I mean, you can blink, turn colors. It's really cool.
Yeah, a lot of technology behind those today. So if you're going to start, replacing your holiday lights, or if you're one of the folks that loves to wait till the day after Christmas to go pick up some new lights, those would be the ones to buy when they go on sale.
Do you know, if you were friends with Robin and I, and you went to my house, you would say this is way different than Robin's. I mean, she's got her. It's like Christmas world, and when you walk into Robin's,
you can see it from space, huh?
Yeah, and I'm a bachelor, so I live by myself. So there's basically just me, and there's not one light except for the one in the bathroom. It comes on.
Yeah, you need like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree, the pity tree.
And that's funny. I mean, Rob, you say that Robin has the Charlie Brown tree on top of her piano, and then she's got this other beautiful tree going up in the living room. So she's got.
Yeah, both. Well, now's a good time to think about getting the house ready. And one of the things that that we tackled last week here was silver. You know, when you kick out the family silver, if you've got silverware, if you've got teapot, any of that sort of thing, candlesticks.
Oh yeah, right.
They get pretty tarnished in the off season, so to speak. So we use Tarnex on that, and that's only about $5.50 a bottle. And I tell you what, within seconds of wiping that stuff on, the tarnish is gone. And you just rinse it, and you're good to go. So that's a quick way to.
Is it a chemical thing, or do you have to rub it?
It's a liquid. Yeah, it's a liquid, and you apply it with soft cloth. You rub it onto the silver, and the tarnish just pretty much melts away. It works with all precious metals.
Oh, really?
Platinum, copper, gold. Your jewelry. It does a really good job, and it takes only seconds. We had a teapot here that was passed down from my wife's grandmother, and I tell you what, it really came clean quite quickly.
Okay, so I have kind of a related question. I don't know if this is true. I went to the pawn shop, and they had these pennies from the 1800s, and I know somebody who collects pennies. I mean, it didn't cost me a whole lot to buy. I think I bought 10 pennies, but it cost me maybe $10 or something like that. But they're all obviously old. Would this stuff, Tarnex, would it get rid of the, would those pennies be shiny again?
It would, but I'd be very careful about that, because sometimes the more tarnished those old pennies look, the more valuable they are.
Oh,
we're not talking about making everything look brand new.
Oh,
of course,
okay.
If they have little value and you want to be able to show them to your friends, then sure, go ahead and shine them up. But I would definitely check with someone who knows what they're talking about when it comes to the value of those coins before I try to clean them up.
Well, then never mind. I won't even do that. I won't even begin to go there. All right. So what I see, this is something I wouldn't even think of, the silverware and the silver platters and things like that. What other tips do we have?
Well, if you're going to do some minor fix-ups around the house right now, now's the time when we do a lot of decorating, we do a lot of project repair, and it often uses adhesives. And using a bottle of glue, it can always be clogged up, it gets messy. There's a better product out right now that I really love. It's called Glue Dots. Have you seen this stuff? It comes in a little dispenser, kind of looks like the size of a tape dispenser, and you roll it across the surface, and it deposits drops of glue one at a time. So if you want to do something like crafts, you could use the Glue Dots dispenser for that. Or if you want to just, maybe you have a loose throw rug and you want to secure the edges down to the floor, you could put a couple of Glue Dots on that, and it works pretty well. And those are only $5.
Oh, that is a good idea. Do you know what I'm seeing in the store again, and I hadn't seen it in years, is tinsel. And one of the things I remember tinsel causing a problem with was the vacuum cleaner, because they would get wound up on those little rollers.
Yeah.
I don't know if that ever was a problem for anybody, but
I could see that. The only problem we had with tinsel in our house, it turned out that the dog loved to eat it.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
That wasn't good at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's nasty.
Hey, let's talk about some holiday gift ideas, and one of which that I think that is really new. This is going to be the hottest home improvement gift for the holidays for the DIYers and the pros. Is a new tool called the Stanley Smart Measure Pro. Now, the way this works, Larry, is if you had to measure up a room, say for painting, or measure up the side of your house for siding, or any kind of project like that where you got to get the tape out and it's big and bulky and hard to come by, if you just take a picture of that surface with your phone, the Smart Measure Pro enables you to calculate the size and determine how much material you need for the project. So if, let's say you're painting your living room, you take a picture of the wall with the fireplace, you can tell the device, exclude the fireplace but include the wall, and it'll calculate how many square feet you need to cover and then calculate how much paint you need.
With your phone?
With your phone. It's a device that attaches to your phone.
Oh, wow.
And there's a free app that you download from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, and then it does all the work right there.
I'm looking at a video on YouTube right now. I just Googled it real quickly, and this came up. It's showing you the distance between the guy holding the phone and the tree in front of him.
Yep.
Wow, that is amazing.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yep, take a picture, it does the work for you. And then also another good gift idea right now is the Generac is out with a brand new generator that's a small generator. It's a portable one. It's called the IQ 2000. It's perfect for like tailgating or camping, or if you just need some backup power for a couple of appliances at home. This is about the size of a small suitcase or a duffel bag.
Really? Is it quiet?
Very quiet. Yeah, it's got a 3-speed motor with a turbo mode that basically will save fuel and reduce noise at the same time.
So could you use it to power, let's say, a sound system if you were having like we do outdoor remotes a lot?
Yeah, you certainly could. You could do that, or a small refrigerator, or certainly your phones, a few lights.
And what is that one called? What is that called?
It's called the IQ 2000 by Generac. Yeah, I think it would be perfect for remotes.
Okay, I'm writing it down. Got it. IQ 2000. Okay.
Yeah, check that out.
And the Smart Measure, how much? Can I ask you how much these things cost? How much is the Smart Measure Pro?
The Smart Measure is $149. Actually, no, I'm sorry, it's $129 now at Lowe's. The price just went down.
And is this like an app? Is this software or what is?
No, it's a tool. It's a device, electronic device, and it attaches to your phone, so it kind of plugs into your phone.
Oh, I see. Attaches.
And then together with the app, it reads and calculates from the picture.
How much is the generator?
The generator is $7.99.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, good stuff, right?
What else? We only got a few minutes, I know, but I love listening to you. So, what do you? Anything else?
Well, I'll just give you some general tips, considering that it's the time of year when we have seasons. So always a good time to make sure that your systems are serviced and working well. You know, down in your part of the country, I'm sure you're running a lot on heat pumps this time of year,
right?
And so you want to make sure that those are. Yeah, today, right? It's a little chilly, so you want to make sure that those systems are serviced, because the same heat pump that keeps you cool in the summer keeps you warm in the winter, and if you get a refrigerant leak, it's not going to work as well. You're going to run longer to do the same job, and it's going to cost you more money. Does
it work in reverse? Does it create condensation, like a water issue, like the air conditioner does?
A heat pump? It does, but it discharges it right there at the unit itself. What a heat pump is basically an air conditioner that runs backwards.
That's what I thought.
If you think of a window unit, right, and you know that it blows cold air inside and it blows hot air outside, if you took that around and flipped it, stuck it back in the window, you'd have a heat pump. So it's just a reversing of the refrigeration cycle that makes it work.
Okay, all right. Tom, I know it's always a short visit with you, and did I cut you off? Did you have something else?
No, I was just going to tell you, and with those heat pumps, you want to kind of take the approach of setting it and forgetting it with your thermostat, because if you get in the habit of running the thermostat up and down, you're going to trigger the backup system, that heat pump, which is resistance heat, and that costs twice or more as much as the heat pump to run. So pick a temperature, set it, and walk away.
And what is that emergency setting? What is that? That's Oh, that's
a set of electric coils that will come on if the heat pump can't keep up. See, the heat pump, the way it works, Larry, is if you set the temperature, say, to 70 degrees in the house, right? If it falls to 69, the heat pump comes on. If it falls to 68, the heat pump stays on. If it falls to 67, which exceeds the 2-degree difference between what it is and what you set it at, then what happens is the heat pump says, I can't keep up, and it brings on that emergency backup heat to support the load, and that really costs a lot more than the heat pump itself to run.
Gotcha. Wow, that's a good thing to know. Well, Tom, have a great holiday season. Thank you so much for being on the air with us today.
All right, take care.
Talk
If
to
you
you
want more
next time.
tips, it's at moneypit.com.
Moneypit.com. Got it. All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident.